Who wants to be a real estate agent? Number 1. A licensed salesperson is allowed to A. Keep earnest money deposits in a special escrow account. B. Leave one broker and affiliate with another. C. Keep a license without a sponsoring broker. D. Work for 2 brokers if each is informed and consents. The answer is B. Leave one broker and affiliate with another. Number 2. Under some circumstances, a real estate office may be in the home of A. A broker. B. A salesperson. C. A broker salesperson. D. No one. The answer is A. A broker. Number 3. A broker wants to open a branch office in a new shopping mall in the next town. The office can be supervised by A. A salesperson with at least 2 years' experience. B. The broker by phone each day. C. A friendly broker in the next town. D. A broker salesperson. The answer is D. A broker salesperson. Number 4. A salesperson accepts an earnest money deposit and turns it over to his broker. The broker must A. Open a separate bank account for the deposit. B. Keep it in the account used for the salesperson transactions. C. Promptly deposit it in the office's business account and keep a careful record so it won't get confused with the broker's funds. D. Deposit it within 5 days in a trust account. The answer is D. Deposit it within 5 days in a trust account. Number 5. An escrow account may be opened in A. Any authorized New Jersey financial institution. B. A New Jersey stockbroker's office. C. A Texas bank that offers high interest. D. Any of these. The answer is A. Any authorized New Jersey financial institution. Number 6. A broker must keep copies of A. Contracts for 6 years. B. Documents for 7 years. C. Financial transactions only. D. Leases for at least 1 year after they expire. The answer is A. Contracts for 6 years. Number 7. Every person who signs a contract is entitled to receive a duplicate original. When are they entitled to receive it? A. Immediately. B. Within 3 days. C. Within a week. D. Within 10 days. The answer is A. Immediately. Number 8. Every sales contract prepared for a broker must contain a notice that A. The broker's commission rates do not exceed community standards. B. The buyer may not purchase insurance from the same company that sold the property. C. Earnest money will be deposited in a trust account. D. The buyer and the seller may seek attorney review within 3 business days. The answer is D. The buyer and the seller may seek attorney review within 3 business days. Number 9. Even when the broker is the seller's agent, buyers are entitled to A. Preferential treatment, B. First loyalty, C. Fair dealing, D. Negotiated fees. The answer is C. Fair dealing. Number 10. For a license law violation, the Real Estate Commission could fine a licensee as much as A. $10,000, B. $20,000, C. $35,000, D. $25,000. The answer is D. $25,000. Number 11. The Commission will rule that someone could never again get a license after how many violations? A. 1, B. 2, C. 3, D. 4. The answer is C. 3. Number 12. Rebate of part of a commission may be paid to A. Seller only, B. Buyer only, C. Home inspector, D. Seller or buyer. The answer is B. Buyer only. Number 13. The Real Estate Commission must give a licensee how much notice before a hearing is held on a possible violation? A. No notice, B. 1 week, C. 10 days, D. 30 days. The answer is C. 10 days. Number 14. A real estate firm holds a door prize drawing at a weekend open house it runs. This practice A. Violates the Commission's rules, B. Is acceptable because it is in the seller's best interest, C. Is acceptable only if it is offered at every listed house, D. Can offer only prices worth less than $25. The answer is A. Violates the Commission's rules. Number 15. A broker is offering her mother's house for sale and will charge no commission. Should she reveal that she is a licensed agent? A. No, because she is acting in a private capacity. B. Yes, but not until after the purchaser signs an offer. C. No, because no fee will be paid. D. Yes, as soon as she meets a prospective buyer. The answer is D. Yes, as soon as she meets a prospective buyer. Number 16. A broker run advertisement in a local newspaper. A. Must specify the complete address of the property. B. Must be retained for 6 months if a qualifying word or words for attainable financing was used. C. Must spell out full name of the MLS with no exceptions. D. May not advertise a free appraisal, although a free CMA is permitted. The answer is D. May not advertise a free appraisal, although a free CMA is permitted. Number 17. What is a reasonable effort for a seller's agent to determine material information about a property's physical condition? A. Ask questions while walking the property with the seller. B. Hire a home inspector prior to taking the listing. C. Suggest that the seller to sell as is to avoid making disclosures. D. Encourage the seller to complete a property disclosure statement. The answer is D. Encourage the seller to complete a property disclosure statement. Number 18. A New Jersey licensee is permitted to represent both parties to a transaction if he or she obtains the A. Written consent of the seller and at least the informed oral consent of the buyer. B. Informed written consent of the seller, buyer, and any other agent involved. C. Consent, whether written or oral, of either party to the transaction. D. Permission of the New Jersey Real Estate Commission in accordance with the license law. The answer is B. Informed written consent of the seller, buyer, and any other agent involved. Number 19. Any agreement between competing offices to establish standard commission rates is referred to as A. The preliminary marketing contract. B. Price gouging. C. Illegal price fixing. D. Legal industry practice under New Jersey law. The answer is C. Illegal price fixing. Number 20. A salesperson working for a broker was disciplined for pursuing a flagrant and continued course of misrepresentations, making false promises, and failing to pay over money belonging to others. In this case, the broker's license A. will automatically be suspended because the broker is responsible for the acts of all salesperson in her office. B. will not be suspended because only the salesperson was disciplined for wrongdoing. C. will be suspended or revoked only if the broker knew about the salesperson activities and did nothing about it. D. will be suspended, but the licenses of any other salesperson in her brokerage will not be affected. The answer is C. will be suspended or revoked only if the broker knew about the salesperson activities and did nothing about it.